Hey there shoppers, it's Amy and I'm here with the Botslab incredible 4-camera security system. Now, I was a little bit intimidated about installing the system because after all, it's 4 entire cameras, there's some solar panels, there's a hub. It sounds kind of complicated, right? Especially for me, I'm not a very tech savvy person, but let me tell you, this was the most simple security camera system to date to install, and it's given me so many more options than I could ever imagine, and I cannot wait to tell you all about them. So first off, let's talk about the install. Very, very simple. You've got your hub, it's gonna hook up to a power source and your Ethernet right at home, and then you're going to connect each of these cameras one by one. They automatically connect. I'm talking, you don't have to worry about Bluetooth and independent passwords and apps and everything for each individual camera. It's not like that. It is so much more simple. They all automatically load up to your app, and it's really a quick process. I'm talking like 5 minutes and you have 4 security cameras that all have 360-degree coverage, meaning that you are not going to have a blind spot in the house. Really great stuff. On top of it being super easy to install, you also notice this solar panel on top. This means that this is going to be eco-friendly. It's also going to, take a lot of the guesswork out of it for you. You don't have to constantly recharge. It's super simple. And another thing that I love, you have this option to have the solar panel right on top, and obviously you have this temporarily mounted right now, but for your more permanent installations, you can either choose to have the solar panel right on top of the camera itself, which is how almost every camera does it, or you can have it detached in a different location for whatever works for your particular environment, meaning that, maybe some sun doesn't hit a certain part of your house and you want to move the solar panel a little bit, you're able to do that. So it gives you complete flexibility in your installation and also your power sourcing, which is incredible. And when we talk about coverage, this guy right here, 360 degrees. So there are no blind spots at all. It's going all the way around, it's seeing everything. And not only is it seeing everything, it's seeing everything in true 4K, super HD, super bright, beautiful, crisp pictures. Not only during highlight daytime, but also in low light at nighttime, you're able to see everything, you're able to see color, you're able to know what's going on. On top of that, when you have 4 different cameras going on together, you can have that overlap and you can see exactly what's going on. So if something's going on in the front yard all the way to the backyard, you have cameras that are tracking all the way around. No blind spots, no missed moments. You know exactly what is happening, which is great. Of course, you have your standard things like you've got alarms and alerts, you have 2-way audio, so you can hear what's going on and they can also hear you as well, which is really great. Of course, we've got weatherproofing and all of that good stuff. But it also, I think the coolest thing about this is you're able to see everything that's going on all in one place in the app. The app is incredible. It's very easy to set up. And in that app, you're going to be able to see all 4 of your different cameras. You're going to be able to track from one to the other and see exactly everything that's going on. You're also going to get alerts. And I think the alerts is really where Botslab shines because that is with that AI. So they're going to be able to use artificial intelligence to compile all the data and compile all the stuff that they're seeing and give you alerts so you know what's going on. So that way you're not getting every single motion alert because a squirrel is in your backyard. You're not getting every single time my cat walked by and it's alerting your phone and your phone's going off and buzzing because your cat walked by. Instead, you're only getting the alerts and you're able to actually see on your phone exactly what's happening. Like, oh, there's a guy in a white t-shirt. Oh, this is going on. And then you can kind of know like, oh, do I expect that? Is that something that I know about? Or is that out of the ordinary? And it learns you and it learns your patterns and it lets you know the important stuff, which is really cool. On top of that, again, using that AI almost like in reverse engineering, instead of it just giving you the alerts, if there's something that you need to search for, instead of having to go back over hours and hours of footage, And believe me, we'll get to that in a moment. I'll talk about the capacity of this for its storage. Instead of going back and you're scrubbing, you know, like 3 days ago, 4 days ago, you know, a week ago, whatever, you're not scrubbing through all of that. You're able to actually search. So you can search for things like, did you see a guy in a black t-shirt, or bicycle? Things that might be relevant to what you're actually looking for, you're able to search for and find those specific clips, which is really, really fantastic. And like I said, let's talk about the storage. It has a ton of storage built in, and it has the expansion capability to go up to a really, really, really insane amount of storage. And with all of that, you don't have to worry about monthly subscriptions. So that's kind of a downside, right? Ring and all of the big names and all of those, they have these monthly subscriptions and they kind of lure you in, and then you have to pay a monthly fee and all this stuff. Not with Botslab. You're not having to worry about that. There's no monthly fee. It's all included. And you don't have to worry about not being able to access your data or only be able to see exactly what's live. We've had doorbell cameras for a long time that we could only see what happened in that moment. And even if we got the notification 5 minutes later and we went back, unless we paid for the subscription, you can't see what happened. You don't know what happened. But with them, you're going to actually be able to access your archival data and be able to see what happened over the last few days or weeks, and go back in and you know, just make yourself feel safer, know who was at the door, know what happened, know what those alerts were. They're giving you, again, a smarter way of doing security. So those alerts that you get are going to tell you something. Rather than just giving you an alert, it's actually going to tell you, okay, what's going on, so you know whether or not that's a real alert or not. And if you need to search back through your data, you're able to do that in such a more easy, intuitive way that's going to save you time and give you peace of mind. With a beautiful picture, beautiful sound, and tons of intuitive things that just make sense in their app. Not only that, like I said, it's super, super easy to install, and you're gonna get 360-degree views, plus 4 different cameras to make sure that you don't have any blind spots, and your entire home, your entire office, your entire business, whatever it might be, is completely protected. All of that without any stress of installation. I'm telling you, it takes like 5 minutes. It's so, so simple. And it works in absolutely any environment. Like I said, whether you want to have an attached solar panel or you need to detach it because you need to hit more sunlight, you can absolutely do that, and you have tons of options. I absolutely love this company and I love this product, and I'm really, really convinced just by how simple this has been to set up, and I think that you guys will be as well. If you are interested, of course, I'm going to leave that link for you in the description below, and I really, really hope that you guys will go ahead and check that out and get to shopping. Adios, amigos.